Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2016. As you can see, the Hookster is currently in third position. Okay, let's open up the laptop now. You can see that Sauber F1 team have increased the downforce of their cars, and they've reduced the chassis weight, and they've upgraded their engine power. Oh my goodness. Well, thankfully that's not going to affect us because they're a little bit further down the pecking order, and we're still holding on to fourth position, and we're still nowhere near our resource points target, of course, of 2,000 resource points.
Good afternoon, and we hope you're ready for an exciting qualifying session as the teams make their final preparations here in Canada. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
Top speed is a key factor for this circuit. Even if you can achieve the same lap time as someone running less wing than you, chances are you'll find overtaking difficult if you have too much drag.
Okay, so here we are at Canada, and we're going to take a gamble because we're going to go out on 4-4 wings, even though it is raining. Yes, I know, it's ballsy, but we're hoping for the race, because we know the race is going to be dry, that we're going to have the advantage over the opposition. So out we go then with our 4-4 wings. Of course, we're under parc fermé conditions, so we really can't change them. So we want to see what we can do as we're just about to go past the final chicane, past Champions Wall. Can we hold onto the car? And the answer to that is yes at the moment. Anyway, Daniel Ricciardo's got pole at the moment over 123, and we're going to cross the line. It's going to put us in a moment in, wow, 7th place. Not bad with our 4-4 wings. 7th position at the moment. As we go a little bit late into qualifying, as you can see, we're just coming back to the pits, and oh dear, we've run out of fuel. Yes, we've run out of fuel, but it's okay. I don't think we should be on the racing line, but of course we've got the pit lane entrance just ahead of us, so we're going to stay there and come into the pits because we are out of fuel. Oh, Jesus Christ, no, we've been hit up the Jack Jones. I don't believe it. And the car's just not going anywhere, and we're going to get disqualified in 3 seconds. No, the car's just wasn't moving then. It just started moving on its own. What on earth? Oh no! We've been disqualified, lads. We're in last place.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go,
well, that didn't work out very well, did it? So there you go then. Last place for the Hookster. 13th for our teammate, Nico Hülkenberg. Oh, fuck it.
There is, as I look out of my commentary box window, a very large and very excited crowd here today, eagerly anticipating another memorable race. Lewis Hamilton took his maiden win on this circuit in 2007. Jenson Button came from last place to win here in 2011. And there's certainly no shortage of drama on offer here at the Canadian Grand Prix. If you want flat-out racing, you've come to the right place this weekend, as it's full throttle for 59% of this 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 210 miles per hour going into the final chicane.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
So let's have a look at the runners and riders for the race then. As you can see, in pole position we have Maxi Boy Verstappen. Second place for Daniel Ricciardo. Third place for Sebastian Vettel. Fourth for Lewis Hamilton. In fifth position we have Kimi Räikkönen. Sixth for Felipe Massa. Seventh for Nico Rosberg. Eighth for Jenson Button. Ninth for Fernando Alonso. 10th for Marcus Ericsson. 11th for Felipe Nasr. 12th for Valtteri Bottas. 13th for Nico Hülkenberg. 14th for Pascal Wehrlein. 15th for Romain Grosjean. 16th for Esteban Gutierrez. 17th for Kevin Magnussen. 18th for Rio Harinto, 19th for Carlos Sainz, 20th for Daniel Kvyat, 21st for Jolly Off Palmer, and there we are, last on the bloody grid. Anyway, it's time now for us to reform on that grid in last position, and it will soon be time for the 5 lights to go out now on the... Wait, I need to put... No time for a poo, and we say go, and it's away he goes from last place, but look at this. Another rocket ship start from the line for the Hookster, gets past 3 cars already, including the Torpedo, as he does his own version of the Torpedo himself, gets past his teammate, does he into turn 1? Oh, yellow flag, what's going on? I don't know, but he gets past, I do believe, yes, up into 13th position now for the Hookster, 13th place for the Hookster, unlucky for some, but not for the Hookster, as he goes past Felipe Nasr now up into 12th position. Yes, it's another fantastic performance from the bloke that never gives up, and he never surrenders, don't you know. So his next target is Valtteri Bottas in, of course, the Williams. Now, of course, Valtteri is on the ultra soft tyre. We are only on the soft tyre, which is basically the hard tyre for Canada. So we haven't really got much of an advantage on Valtteri Bottas. But he's not going to worry about that. It's a Hookster, because he's going to give it his all like he always does and see if he can get past Valtteri Bottas as we're about to go down now. A little bit too far back at the moment though. Oh, bloody hell, I say that though. Look at this. He goes for a late dive on Valtteri Bottas as he get through. Oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be very, very tight indeed. Well, not at the moment, no, but he's still trying hard to get past Valtteri. And now, of course, he's got to run on him now. Of course, there's no DRS at the moment, but he manages to get past just on slipstream alone. Yes, up now into 11th place for the Hookster. Next target is Fernando Alonso, who's currently in 10th position. He's about to complete lap 1 and going to lap 2. As you can see, oh, wait a minute, yellow flag, everyone, yellow flag, what's going on? Oh, a huge pile up ahead, Daniel Ricciardo's out of the race. We've got a legal overtake on Alonso as well. It's all going peak tong here at Canada. What the hell's going on? Anyway, we're up into 9th position now, but we've had a huge pile up between Daniel Ricciardo, I do believe, and one of the other cars. Let's go to a replay now and see exactly what happened at the start. So here we can see there is, I think it's Daniel Ricciardo, and he's doing quite well, but he's having a little bit of a battle there with his teammate just going through, and it's all going pretty swimmingly. Oh my goodness, it was going swimmingly. It looks like he got a tag from one of the cars, and he's out. The wheel is off the car, and he's tangled up now with Nico Rosberg, who's trying desperately to get him out of the way and continue on with his race, but they seem to be locked together. He just can't get past. Look at this. He's trying desperately. He's just sitting there, but now he does. Let's have a look at a replay now from Daniel Ricciardo, and he gets a tag. He gets a tag from the Ferrari from behind, and that's it. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And Daniel Ricciardo, the honey badger, is out of the race. Because of course his wheels come off. It's still held on by the tethers, but now Nico Rosberg still can't get past. As you can see, he's trying desperately to get past Daniel Ricciardo, because of course his left rear is up in the air. And oh, when I say that, we go back to the race now. The Hookster tries to get past the car in front of him. He gets a warning collision with Ericsson, gets a little bit of wing damage as well, I do believe. So this is not going to help him out, but yes, he does get up into 8th position now as he tries for a move on Marcus Ericsson down the inside. Does he do it? Yes, he does. So up into 7th position now. 7th position for the Hookster on lap 2. Wowzers, absolute wowzers. There's been excitement from start to finish in this race, and we've only done 2 laps. Yes, 2 laps. As you can see, the Hookster goes around now past Marcus Ericsson, and they're still fighting like crazy behind, hopefully to catch up to Hookster and get past him. Now we're going down this extraordinarily long straight of the Canadian circuit. Yes, it's full of Canadians, don't you know? Yes, full of Canadians, as we brake very, very hard going to Champions War, and we get through successfully, no problem whatsoever. So that's the end of lap 2 now, and we can go on to lap 3, and our DRS has been enabled. Just look at all the debris on the circuit there. Just look at it from that incident, of course, between Daniel Ricciardo and Nico Rosberg. Lots of debris on the circuit. I'm surprised actually the safety car hasn't come out for that. But no, we continue on then in 7th position now for the Hookster, chasing Jenson Button, who's currently in 6th position, and he's got a huge trolley train of cars ahead of him, as you can see. Hopefully we're going to catch up to those cars pretty darn quickly, and try our best to get a little bit higher in the points on lap 3 as we now go underneath the Pirelli Bridge at the Canadian circuit, and we will see if we can catch up to Jenson Button. At the moment we're not making much progress, but as we can see, he's just going to brake very, very late here and get a little bit closer to the cars in front. Jenson Button's got a Ferrari in front of him, but I don't think he's got much chance of getting past that Ferrari, but we continue on and see if we can get past Jenson Button. We've got Valtteri Bottas now behind us, of course, because we passed him a little bit earlier, and he's trying to get passed by, I think, Marcus Ericsson in that Sauber. Wow, what a fantastic performance from Marcus Ericsson in the Sauber. Anyway, this is the end of lap 3 now. We're going to go into lap 4, still chasing Jenson Button, and Maxi Boy Verstappen is currently in the lead of this race. Yes, in the lead. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? Anyway, we accelerate forward now to lap 4 of the Grand Prix, and we're under real pressure now from, I think it's Valtteri Bottas, as we brake very, very late into the final turn. And we hold on, yes, we hold on at the moment to our position, which is 7th place. Maxi Boy still in the lead at the moment on lap 4 now, as we accelerate forward now to lap 5 of the Grand Prix. And as you can see, we've got yellow flag again. There's another car off. It's Felipe Massa in the Williams. Yes, Felipe Massa is now off. So we're up now into 6th position. Wow, they're just dropping off like flies in this race. Absolutely dropping off like flies on lap 6. So the Hookster is now up into 6th place and still chasing Jenson Button in 5th position. Okay, let's accelerate forward now to lap 6 of the Grand Prix. We've got a car coming to the pits, I do believe. Yes, it is. Is that Button? I'm not quite sure, but we're up to 5th place now. 5th position. No, it's not Jenson Button. He's still out on circuit. according to the screen. So we're still going to see if we can chase down Jenson Button as we accelerate forward out to lap 7, and we jump very, very high over the curbs there. Hamilton is now in the lead of this race, and we jump more positions because more cars have come into the pits. We're under more pressure now from Marcus Ericsson. Oh my goodness, in that Sauber, what on earth has he got in the back of his car? I don't know. I think he's had plenty of ready brake before he started this race. Anyway, as you can see, this is now lap 8. It's time for us to come in for our pit stop. We pit from 2nd position. Hamilton still in the lead, and Marcus Ericsson still in 3rd place at the moment, where he just dropped out now. Anyway, so we change from the soft tyre onto the ultra soft tyre. So now we're going to have the advantage of the fastest tyre for this Grand Prix, and we rejoin now in I think it's 10th position. Yes, I think it is. So yes, the car's just coming around. As you can see, it's a Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel coming around. Can we get past him? No, we can't, but we do get past. I think is that Bottas again? I think that's Valtteri Bottas. Yes, it is. So up into 12th place now. Now Sebastian Vettel. Oh Jesus Christ! There was contact with Valtteri. Valtteri Bottas has gone round. That's a disaster, absolute disaster. And we are still chasing Vettel, and goes down the inside of 2 cars there, trying to get past Sebastian Vettel, and I think that was Marcus Ericsson, or was it Roman Grosjean? Anyway, there's yellow flags, but now there's green flags, so we continue on, and we're now into the points, everyone. Yes, in the points, in 10th position on lap 9 of this Grand Prix. Yes, so we're chasing Carlos Sainz now. I think he's in the Toro Rosso for 2016, and there's the confirmation on lap 11. Yes, he is in the Toro Rosso, but let's see if we can get another place and get a little bit more higher up the points. We're chasing Carlos very, very close to his gearbox now. Coming down into this very, very tight right-hander at the Canadian circuit. Is he going to do a dive down the inside? Well, of course he is. It's the Hookster, and yes, he pushes Carlos Sainz sort of out of the way there. And he hits the wall. Carlos Sainz hits the wall, and oh my goodness, that was disastrous. But we hold on now to this 9th place on lap 11 of the Grand Prix. And the car ahead now is Rio Haryanto, who of course is in the manor. And of course, as I said in earlier episodes, we did all the development on that car, so that's why it's very, very fast in this stage of the championship. There he is, Rio Haryanto, now in 7th position. We're in 8th position at the moment, and chasing hard with Sebastian Vettel behind us in the Ferrari. I don't know how long we're going to hold him off, but we will try our best. But we're getting ever closer to Rio Haryanto in that Manor car, braking very, very late indeed. Of course, that was a fantastic car to drive for the first season of the All Seasons on F1 2016. I had to say it was possibly one of the best lower end cars I've ever driven in the All Seasons. Yes, one of the best. Well, of course, it had a Mercedes in the back of it, so it was pretty darn decent. A pretty darn decent car, I have to say. But anyway, that doesn't matter now. We're not in that team. We're in Force India, and the opportunity now is to try and get past Rio Haryanto and get higher up the places. Wow, look at this. More debris on the circuit. I'm very, very surprised the safety car hasn't come out, you know. Anyway, now we've got some DRS on Rio Haryanto as our teammate comes into the pits, Nico Hulkenberg. Can we get a move on Rio Haryanto? We dive down the inside of him. As you can, he goes to the pits. Wow, that's slightly unsighted, the Hookster there, but he's okay. So holding on to 8th. I think we're going to gain a few more positions now. Teammates in as well. So yes, up into 5th position. 5th position on lap 14 of the Grand Prix. Jenson Button in 4th place in that McLaren. As we accelerate forward now to lap 17, just going into the last lap of the race, and it looks like we are going to finish in 5th place, which I think you will agree, everyone, is a fantastic result considering we started last on the grid. Yes, last on the grid, everyone. As we accelerate forward now to the end of the race, as you can see, Lewis Hamilton has won the race. We've got a car to the right hand side of the so it's one of the Ferraris. I think it's Sebastian Vettel. Are we going to hold him off to cross the line in 5th? Oh yes, we do. Wowzers. Well, wait a minute. No, actually, that's not the line, is it? No, the line's a little bit further up, but it's okay. We've done it. Oh, my goodness. So some good points in the bag for our little Force India potato. 5th position at the Canadian Grand Prix. And there's Toto Wolff. He's very, very happy. Hey, is your name Sarah Connor? Is it? Oh, I've got to terminate you then. And there's Lewis Hamilton, the race winner. Yes. Well done, Lulu. There's those mechanics. Yes. Get that congratulation out, man. Get it all out. Hot tub time later. And there's Felipe Nasser, who finished in 10th in the Sauber. We don't really want to know about him. We want to know about Marcus Ericsson. So there's the podium. Didn't quite make it this time for the Hookster, but very, very close to it. 5th position, of course. Lulu got the top step in his car 44 as he holds up the trophy high and says, yes, lads, Look at me, I've done it again. I've won another race. Why haven't I got a knighthood yet? Everyone's complaining about it. Me, I'm not complaining. I really don't give a shit. I'm just rolling in cash. What do I need a knighthood for? What does it mean anyway, a knighthood? Absolutely bugger all. 5th position for the Hookster. Anyway, in the championship now you can see we're in 4th place now with 75 World Championship points. We have dropped down because Maxi Boy has got ahead of us with 83 and Lewis Hamilton in the lead at the moment with 127 World Championship points. And in the Constructors we're in 4th with those 86 World Championship points. Oh my goodness gracious, bloody good God. Anyway, we move on now to Azerbaijani.
Hey, our upgrade pace is looking solid right now, but I do think we need to push harder if we want to stay competitive. Here's the report.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's Chris again, everyone. Yes, who I actually said it was Jeff in the last episode. We're remaining competitive, but we're behind Ferrari. Well, of course we would be. We're in a Force India, for God's sake. We're in a Force India. Anyway, here we are at Baku, and all that's happened is Ferrari have increased the downforce of their cars. Wowzers. Hopefully that won't have affected us. Well, it won't do because Ferrari are ahead of us. So there you go. Yes, we're still 4th in the development and almost reaching halfway in the development points of the season.
The circuit has rubbed in with practice, but this is still going to be a difficult session for our drivers as they fight for pole position. Welcome to qualifying here in Azerbaijan. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
No matter how good a driver is at managing their throttle application to limit rear slip, they can't always overcome a car that's inherently bad at looking after its rear tyres. Here we have a lot of low-speed corner exits, which means a whole load of energy, heat and tyre wear.
So here we are for the first qualifying run at Baku. Yes, Baku. Let's see what fantastic time we can put in. Sebastian Vettel's on 142.087 at the moment. Let's see what the Hookster can do. Can he smash it? And the answer to that is no. He can't. It's 15th position though. That's not bad. That's not last. That's not bloody low. It goes wide on the exit though. That's not bloody last. Anyway, a little bit later into qualify. Oh my goodness, that's bloody last. I thought we had broken our duck with these last positions, but it looks like we haven't. We've got it in Canada, but of course that was a DSQ. But now let's see what we can do as we cross the line. And oh fucking hell, it's 21st lads. Yes, 21st at Baku. Fantastic. Oh, let's just get on, shall we?
From Ayrton Senna's famous Donington win in 1993 to Stewart Grand Prix's only victory with Johnny Herbert at the Nürburgring, the European Grand Prix has some special entries into the Motorsport Hall of Fame. But it's time now to create new legends and new memories here on the shores of the Caspian Sea. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line.
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly into one. We could ruin our race if we hit them. Good luck.
So here are the final riders for our race at Baku. In first position it is Sebastian Vettel, second for Lulu, third for Nico Rosberg, fourth for Daniel Ricciardo. In fifth position it is Max Verstappen, sixth for Kimi Raikkonen, seventh for Felipe Massa, eighth for Valtteri Bottas, ninth for Nico Hulkenberg, 10th for Romain Grosjean, 11th for Felipe Nasser, 12th for Jenson Button, 13th for Pascal Wehrlein, 14th for Fernando Alonso, 15th for Esteban. Oh, I'm fed up now. I'm done. Yeah, look, there they are. And there we are, 21st on the bloody grid. At least we beat Jolly off Palmer. Anyway, as you can see, we are now reforming it on the grid for our race start. And soon it will be time for the 5 lights to go out. And we say, go, go, go. And it's away we go. Oh, wait, poo, poo. No time for poo. So away we go from 21st. Already past a huge amount of cars. And we go to turn 1. He dives off to the left-hand side to try to get a better exit into this corner. And oh, he does do. A little bit of contact there, though. A little bit of contact with Romain Grosjean. Look at this. They're free abreast going into turn 2. Free abreast. Do we get past? fast. Oh, yes, we do. But there's our teammate. Oh, and there's contact there from Battery Bottas. He hits the wall. We've got a yellow flag. Oh, wowzers. And we've got an illegal overtake on Bottas as well. We've got to give the position back to... Oh, and a safety car. The safety car has been deployed. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. Once again, we've got more action appearing on the very, very first lap of the Grand Prix. So the safety car is out. Obviously, something's brought out the safety car. And we will have a look in a moment and see exactly what that is that caused that incident. But at the moment, we're up into 7th place. Yes, 7th position at the moment for the Hookster. 6th place for Bottas and 8th for Hulkenberg. 8th for Hulkenberg. So we continue now underneath the safety car. But no, we don't, because we come in for our pit stop. Yes, we are trying to beat all the opposition because we are going to be the only car, I do believe, that's going to come in for our pit stop this early in the Grand Prix. Yes, no one else is going to, so we are going to get basically a free 22 seconds advantage over the rest of the cars because they're all going to come in at full racing speed and we've come in under the safety car. Wowzers, absolute wowzers. So we rejoin, and we don't even rejoin in last place, we rejoin in 17th position, just behind Esteban Gutierrez. Okay, let's have a look at the replay of the start and see exactly what happened. Well, it's Baxi Boy Verstappen. Oh, he gets contact from one of the other cars. One of the Mercedes cars almost goes to the wall, but he's okay going to the next turn, so I don't know quite what happened here. And oh, there's what happened, and he gets tagged by my teammate, Nico Hulkenberg, and he's into the wall, and as you can see, it causes a huge pile up, and all the cars have to slow down. So that's what brought out the safety car, and there's another view of it, as you can see, all going around at the moment. But then there's Baxi Boy crashed into the wall, and all the other cars, look, they're going all over the place. Look, they just don't know where to go. They're crashing into the wall as well, or trying to steer their cars out of the way. Anyway, back to us now on lap 4, and the safety car is going to come in. It's been out for a very, very long time, almost 3.5 laps now, but this is the end of the safety car period, and we are going to maintain our racing. We're still in 17th position at the moment behind Esteban Gutierrez and of course that Haas car. So we're just gaining our momentum. Hopefully we're going to see if we can get past these cars. We're going to get very, very close to the back end gearbox of Esteban Gutierrez and see if we can get past him. Here we go then. Oh, look at this. Look, just sizing up Esteban Gutierrez. Goes to the left, then goes to the right. There's a Hookster. Just trying to find the ideal line. So as soon as that light goes green, he's go, go, go. And he goes to the left-hand side of the line. Left-hand side of the line, try and get past Esteban Gutierrez, because of course this is going to use a tighter exit into turn 1. And there's Fernando Alonso as well, and Marcus Ericsson. But he doesn't get past Alonso. There's Alonso just off the right-hand side. You can see his end plate of his wing is just appearing there in the corner as we go into the next turn. This is going to be very, very tight. There's Alonso hit the wall. No, there's contact though with us. But we hang on to this 14th place at the moment, trying to get past Fernando Alonso. And in the end, he has to yield. And we get into 13th position on lap 5. Lap 5, yes, 13th place. And Marcus Ericsson in the Sauber is down the next car ahead of us as we accelerate forward now. Still on lap 5, just going past the pits. There's a couple of cars coming, so we're up now into 8th place. Yes, 8th position for the Hookster. Don't forget, every single car in front of us has to come into the pits, and we don't. Oh my goodness, Kevin Magnussen is out of the race. Kevin Magnussen is out of the race. I don't know what happened there, but he is no more as we accelerate forward into lap 6 of the Grand Prix. There's more cars coming into the pits, so we're going to gain a few more positions. I think one of those is my teammate as well, Nico Hulkenberg. DRS has been enabled as well, and we're up into 3rd position now. Yes, up into a podium on lap 7. Yes, lap 7 as we accelerate forward out to lap 8, just going past the pits once again. And look at this, everyone. Look at this. We've got 2 cars into the pits, and that means we go into the lead. Yes, we go into the lead of this race. We've beaten Pascal Wehrlein in the manner. Yes, in the manner. Up into the lead of this race. We've got a green flag. I don't know why. Oh, Daniel Kvyat is out of the race as well. Wowzers, they're dropping off. And Nico Rosberg. They are dropping off like flies once again. I think there's been an altercation between the two of them, and they are both out of the Grand Prix. But anyway, we hold on to this 1st position on lap 9 as we accelerate forward out to lap 10. And guess what, everyone? The car behind us now is the blessed one himself. It's Lulu. It's Lewis Hamilton in 2nd position. Are we going to be able to hold him off with a Mercedes against a Force India? I don't think there's any competition, but we will hang on and hopefully try and hold off Lewis Hamilton until the end of this Grand Prix. As we accelerate forward now to lap 12, just about to start the last lap of the race, we have managed to hold off Lulu at the moment. But of course he is a lot faster, but we're just covering off the line when we go into the braking zone, so we're not doing anything stupid. We're just holding off Lewis Hamilton. Now, of course, he's going to be very, very fast going down this straight. There he is, just off to the left. You can just see him in the rear view mirror there, but he backs off out of it. He backs off out of it and loses a little bit of ground there, as we're just about to start now the very, very last lap of the race. And are we going to win at Baku? Are we going to win? Well, we're about to find out as we go into turn 1. Very, very tight indeed. We still hold on now. Of course, this is a DRS zone. So Lewis Hamilton's going to use the opportunity. Yes, he's trying to sneak around the outside of us now. He's going, or we're just sort of covering him off to not give him too much space as we. Oh Jesus! Oh wowzers! Almost hit the wall there. Almost hit the wall, but we're okay. We're still continuing on in first position at the moment. Still the last lap of the race, of course. Still the last lap. We haven't got much of this race left to do. So can we hold on to first place? It would be another fantastic strategical call from the Hookster, because of course he came in for that pit stop very, very early indeed. Yes, very early indeed. So here we go, just going up to the castle section now, the best section of this circuit, it has to be said. You have to brake very, very hard and just sort of sneak yourself around, and hopefully don't try and put too much power down, or you will actually spin out there, because it sort of undulates up and down and it sort of makes your car go very, very light. Very, very light indeed. Anyway, just coming up now to this very, very tight left-hander. Lewis Hamilton is still right up our chuff, but I think we may just better hold him off. Lads. I'm not quite sure though, not quite sure. He's still holding on to first place. Okay, final dying second of the lap now, Can we hold off Lulu? Can we hold him off? Yes, he's backed off. I do believe he's backed off a little bit, or perhaps he's run out of DRS or whatever, but anyway, we cross the line, and yes, it's a win for the Hookster. Oh my goodness, first position. Yes, get in there in our Force India potato. And there is Idris Elba. No, that's not right, is it? No, what's his name? I can't barely remember it now. I'm trying to think what his name is while I'm talking, and I can't do it. There's the race winner anyway, the Hookster. That's all you need to worry about. VJ Malia, that's the one. I suddenly remembered it. It suddenly popped into my head. Like a lot of things, to be fair. And there is a driver behind who's actually lost his car, and he's just crawling across the tarmac. Oh dear. So there you go, the Hookster on the top step of the podium. Yes, the top step of the podium. Fantastic. In his Force India potato. His Force India potato holds up the trophy high to say, yes lads, yes I have done it. I am fantastic. And it's time to spray all that champagne over Kimi Räikkönen. Go on, get it over him, Hookster. Get him over him. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. So that's what we needed in this championship. A first place. Just what we needed to get us amongst the points. So there's a confirmation. 7th for our teammate Nico Hulkenberg. Lewis Hamilton finishing 2nd. Kimi Räikkönen finishing 3rd. So in the Drivers' Championship now, we are up to 100 points, everyone. 100 points. Just 45 points behind the leader, which is Lewis Hamilton. Wowzers. The fight is starting early in Season 2. But can we take it all the way to the end and win the championship after just 2 seasons? Well, we'll find out a little bit later on. As you can see, we're 4th in the Constructors with 117 World Championship points. Well, as always, everyone, thanks so much for watching. And as always, you've been awesome as always. And as always, I've said too many always. I will say there will be much more later. God. Good night.